Rock and roll, the Deep End does plenty of that. But what makes a great rock band? Is it record sales, skill, or just pure entertainment?
Rock and roll is all about jeans and volleys and Marshall amps and no foot pedals, just screaming and rock and roll. It's just rock and roll.
Scott is obviously passionate, but the band had a shaky start.
It was a presentation night. A few of the boys got a bit too drunk. Man Jared said he could play guitar. I claimed to play lead, and one of the coach at the time said he could play drums, and we just dragged our mate Finney into playing bass. Said, yeah, right, no worries. Next morning, we were like, let's do it, why not, give it a shot.
The boys were quickly in need of a committed bass player, and Scott found the solution very close to home.
So we just told my brother Adam, you're going to play bass from now on, and just tell him to get on it.
Scott chucked me the guitar and said, learn this song, and you're in. I learn it, I'm in.
The boys still needed a dedicated drummer to complete their rhythm section.
And this bloke from the local high schools thought he could drum and got onto jazz, and started annoying me a bit, so I thought we'd give the bloke a go.
Yep. At parties, I'm like, hey man, when can I come round? And Scott and Jazz were just like, yeah, whatever. And then, yeah, just ended up here one day.
He rocked up, played high voltage, and at the end of that I just looked at Jazz and thought, this guy's alright.
Every great rock band needs a great frontman, and again the Deep End got lucky.
Day, Chris told us, mate, look, this bloke, he sings a lot, I don't know if he can actually sing.
I was talking to him about it at school and he's just like, I'll do it. I'm like, yeah, right, sweet.
As you know, we were in the pool and we had AC/DC cranking on the stereo, and I was going off tap, sort of just trying to get all the Brian Johnson and stuff happening, and Scott was next to me in the pool and he's going, you know, that's grouse, you know, you should come and sing for us in the band. And I said, oh, look, probably not my sort of thing, but you know, I'll do it until you can find someone who's half decent. But it sort of seems that I've sort of hung around here for a bit longer than I expected, so.
Despite his obvious appeal, the band is modest about their singer's stage skills.
Does Dale reckon he's a good singer? Yeah, he reckons he does alright. He does alright.
Am I a good singer? Probably you'd have to ask someone else, I think.
And he doesn't shut up about it, he reckons he's tops.
But the band has no sense of humour, however, about where their influences lie.
The one and only AC/DC.
AC/DC.
To be AC/DC.
AC/DC.
With influences in hand, all they needed was a name.
I think it was Jazz at the old drummer's house after he got the sack. I think he was looking at his pool, I think, and seen him jumping. It says on the sign, don't dive into the deep end, and he got onto all of us and said, how about this for a day in the deep end, and he showed us the little sign and he took it from there.
After a few weeks of practice, it was time for their first gig, but it wasn't all smooth sailing.
We set up this big sort of tarp, and we had the whole sort of backyard to rock out for the day, and
We weren't moving at all, everyone was just staring there, staring at us.
did 2 sets. First set was pretty sober, the second one was pretty blind, so.
A few mishaps. The PA died.
We look back now and it's just crap.
We thought it was great because we got free beer at the end of it, and then look back on it look back at it now, it's just probably the worst gig we've ever played.
But they recovered, hit the studio, recorded a demo, and created a scorching live show with a new band rule: no standing still.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I reckon you sort of just blank out everyone else and you just do your thing, go off. It's good fun.
Adam, he does a little turtle head shit, and he's just like, hey.
I know I like to get a bit smart ass and cheeky and stuff when I'm up on stage, and
Apparently I'm a bit stiff, according to some judges, but you know, I don't care, I can get back.
The Deep End were ready for Battle of the Bands, where they finished second.
We applied for it, I think, the deadline I think was a couple of hours before we actually got in, so we got in pretty late.
That was awesome. We got a lot of good recognition from that, and it was good because it was local. So a lot of our mates came down and had a look at us.
And it was just the best one yet, I reckon. Just energy's good. Big stage. Everyone get into it.
And then on the final, we gave it absolutely everything. We really had a good shot. And yeah, a few people were a bit shocked that we didn't actually win it, but
Personally, I reckon we won the thing. We were a bit robbed. Bloody crap. We won it. Everyone knew we won it.
Despite the small setback, the boys are still focused on their goals.
5 mates trying to have a bit of fun, play a good show for everyone and see where we can go with it, I think.
Rock and drinking.
Foot to the floor, balls to the wall, Aussie f***ing rock and roll.
And if you haven't heard them live yet,
Get to the front, jump around, it's good, you'll love it. Loud, just you gotta come see it. And keep coming and seeing it. Don't just stop.